The training tips on this program were originally produced for airing at halftime of the NSCAA College Games of the Week. These soccer coaching tips provide coaches new to the game with insights into the little things that make players better and provide experienced coaches with reminders of foundational principles that underlie all coaching. A cross-section of the most experienced NSCAA staff coaches share their wisdom about the game in clear, concise, 1 to 2 minute tips designed to help players improve their technical execution, tactical understanding, and goalkeeping skills.
Hi, my name is Nancy Feldman, NSCAA staff coach, and I'm here with this week's NSCAA tip. What we're going to do today is a change of direction move, and we put it on a place in the field where it's actually used. It is a step over pivot that oftentimes defenders use when they have pressure on their back to turn the ball upfield. It looks like this without pressure. We'll get it started. Carlos is up first. Here we go. And he explodes with a change of speed. Good. Great stuff, Carlos. Next up, what we'll add to this is just this. What's your first name? Brandon? Brandon, I'd like to see you throw the feint a little bit stronger as if you're playing back to the goalkeeper. We can even have the goalkeeper communicate. You can tell him to turn just so that he knows you're available if he needs. All set? Here we go. Turn the ball upfield and change of speed. Great stuff, Brandon. All right, next up, and we'll add a little bit of pressure on the back. So now we have a forward who's chasing the play down from behind. And now we'll really have to have a believable feint. We want to feint to unweight. That's our motto, feint to unweight. So this forward defender is going to move as if you're playing the goalkeeper and you're going to come out the other way. All set? Here you go. Excellent. And last one, Carlos, here we go. Fantastic. That is one example of a change of direction move to escape pressure. And what's important about that is feinting and throwing the defender, in this case, the pressuring forward, off balance so you can get out of pressure. And that is the NSCAA tip of the week.
This is Mark Francis, NSCAA National Staff Coach, with this week's coaching tip of the week. This week's tip is change of speed moves. Change of speed moves are usually attempted when the defender and the attacker are moving in the same direction. The purpose of it is to freeze the defender and allow the attacking player to continue. We'll do it 2 different versions, one facing the defender, one facing away from the defender. An example of the boys. Let's go, boys. Go. Players moving forward, faces the defender, stop, freezes the defender, and takes off. The opposite move is facing away the defender and moves. We'll add defenders into it now. Over there again, boys. Now, the advantage of facing the defender is that if the defender doesn't freeze, then the forward can continue or cut inside. Go. And continue. The advantage of doing it where the facing away from the defender is that the attacker gets to shield the ball a bit better. One more time each, boys. Let's get to game speed now. Go. He turns and freezes. Now, it would add, let's redo that again, boys, quickly. In there, just go right in there, stop, go right in here. As the defender, as the attacking player is facing, they need to look inside where they want the defender to go, shift their shoulders towards me. If the defender changes their weight and goes here, it allows the attacking player to continue. If they don't, the attacking player gets to cut inside and go to goal that way. Try it one more time from there. Go. Go. And that is this week's NSCAA coaching tip of the week.
Now 3 players going to help me with passing the ball with your chest, which is a very important technique these days in modern soccer, especially for centre forwards at the top of crowded penalty boxes where they can't take the ball down to their feet. Passing the ball to a teammate with your chest is important. So the first exercise is very simply, yes fellas, just playing the ball, throwing the ball to each other, yes, off we go, and passing the ball to yourself with your chest and catching it, just to try and get the players used to the arching of the body, the arching of the back. Okay, good, and that's great. All right, that's absolutely brilliant right there. They've got a number 1, 2, and 3. 1 throws the ball to 2, who chests it to 3. 3 throws the ball to 1, who chests it to 2, etc. Let's see how we do. Now, it's important to throw the ball at your partner's chin, on a line, if you will. Excellent. Very good. Good. Last one. Very, very good. Well done. Let's get 2 players here and 1 player down here. Holding the ball. Give the ball to the 1 player. All right, so come into the middle if you would. Now he's going to throw the ball at this player's chest and try and kick it before it hits the ground to the 3rd player. Off we go. And follow your pass. Okay, good. Try and get to it before it hits the ground if you can. Yes, good, and hold it right there. Terrific. Let's have the goalie in. Let's have the centre forward. We'll have a midfield player, and then we'll have a back player. And what's going to happen is the midfield player will roll the ball back to the centre, to the back player, spin off. Oh, brilliant. Oh, terrific. Okay, so that is our NSCAA tip of the week. Today's tip is driving the ball straight over distance. A lot of our players, they hook the ball. They can't drive the ball straight. This is an important technique for a centre-back who's trying to drive the ball to a centre-forward's chest. It's an important technique for a midfield player who's trying to drive the ball over the corner of a back 4, for example, change the point of attack. The actual technique involved, let's just take American footballers, for example. They have to take 2 steps back. And obviously the reason they have to take 2 steps back is to be able to drive a ball, the ball must be out of your feet. So you can't drive a ball if it's right underneath your feet. Then of course they move over to the right, over to the left, 2 yards. And of course that gives them the angle to come into the ball. In the old days, American footballers used to come and the kicker would kick right behind the ball. But now they've gone to the soccer style, they come 2 yards to the left. Then they take a small step, and then they take a long step, which is very, very important indeed. And that long step is what brings the power into the ball. So it's a long step, and then the striking of the ball is done with the toe completely down. And please note, the player kicking the ball kicks slightly left of center. If you kick center with your right foot, or if you kick right of center with your right foot, the ball's going to hook. The other mistake a lot of our players make is that they kick around the ball and their toe comes up. If the toe comes up in any way, the ball is going to spin. So this is the important part, is getting behind the ball 2 yards, come over to the left, short step, long step, hit the ball slightly left of center, and make sure that the toe stays down all the way through the strike.
Hi, my name is Hilton Days, NSCAA National Staff Coach. Today's NSCAA tip of the day is driving the ball. Okay guys, we'll get it started down there, all right? Everybody gets a touch and drive the ball into the next grid. It's good, that's good. Good, keep it moving. And stop. Okay, all right, not a bad idea there. Probably need to get a little bit more loft on it. Can I get the ball back? It's right here. Okay, all right, so let's look at it. How can we get you to drive it a little bit more effectively into the far grid? First thing is we want you to get the ball out of your body a little bit, and then we want you to make sure you're looking at the target, all right? And then when you make contact, just try to drive through the ball and land on your, all right, on the foot that you're serving the ball with. Okay? So let's just see what you do. So let's just try it, all right? So play it out of your body, drive through it. Excellent job. Okay, and let's come back. Okay, we'll restart it here. Okay, we'll start it with you. Okay, and we'll get it started. Make sure it circulates. All right. Great job. And stop, guys. and that is the NSCAA coaching tip of the day.
Hi there, my name is Bob Gensler. I'm a staff coach for the NSCAA. Today's tip is in regard to the killer pass, penetrating pass, the through pass, the one that eliminates a couple of opponents. Okay, ladies, good. I need blues, never liked you. You're in the middle. The idea is to get what kind of pass here, right? We can get possession pass, but the one we really want is this one, isn't it? Right? Killer pass. And by the way, if you capture the ball, if you win the ball, then you go out and the colors explain it quite vividly as to who's going to go where, right? So I'm looking for the killer pass. Go, play. Hup. I like it, I like it, I like it. Ball never dies. Ball never dies. And hold a second, right over there, okay? Now, God gives you another chance. She was there. Where were you? Here. Can you help? Can you help? Yeah. Hey, every time the ball rolls, you make an adjustment. This time you had to go there. These things just show you where you're supposed to be playing. Does not mean that's where you're parked, okay? Let's see if we can put passes. And by the way, if you put 5 through, they got to stay an extra round, okay? And play. Hup. First one is free. First one is free. Nice try. And play, and play, and play. Early, yes, yes. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Play, 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 play. And you're in, greens, and you're in. Okay, ladies, let me ask you a question. Almost always, how many touches through the middle? 1 or 2. It's quick play, right? Hey, don't go play ring around the rosy. It's about getting it through, right? We don't have a goal to go to, but you're trying to get by at least 2 people, okay? Okay, for sure, it's technical enhancement, but what we try to point out to the ladies is get that killer pass, that penetrating pass, and point out to them that almost always it's on 1-2 touches, right? That's the way you eliminate players, okay? And we also try to remind them every time the ball rolls, the player has to move, right? This is a moving game, it's not a standing game. They did a very good job. Thank you very much.
My name is Lang Wiedemeyer, and I am an NSCAA National Staff Coach. Today's tip involves volley passes. We're going to look at a striker that's going to be able to hold pressure and be able to knock down balls out of the air for her supporting players to come through and finish off. So let's have some balls come in to Jenna here, knock them in, and we'll lay it off to our supporting players. Good effort. Let's try it again. Good. And finish. And reset. Good. Now, one of the things that's going to have to happen, Jenna, here, come back where we were, is you've got to be a little bit lighter on your feet, because in the game, the ball's going to be coming in at different angles, at different speeds, and different heights. So let's be a little bit more on your toes, ready to go. As this ball comes in, you've got to make the decision of which way you're going to go, and angle, turn your hips, open the hips up, bring the foot nice and high with your toe up and your ankle locked to be able to knock the ball down into the path for your supporting player. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's put a little bit of defensive pressure on her, so she's got to hold you off as she does this in preparation for the ball. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, well done, Jenna, well done. And come and finish. Good, yes, I like you spinning off and being ready for the rebound. Be ready, on your toes, on your toes. Good, excellent, Jenna. Well done. That was great use of your body to push into the defender, to bring your leg up, to be able to kill the ball. Well done, ladies. That was great stuff. So there you have it. That's our tip of the day. Working on volley passes, being able to technically, cleanly bring a ball down with pressure on our back so that our supporting players can get quality goal scoring opportunities.
This tip is when to pass the ball to feet and when to pass the ball to space. And that kind of decision is based upon what we call visual cues, and the visual cue is where is the closest defender. So our 3 players here, we have 2 attackers and 1 defender. When to play the ball into the feet of the flank player from the midfield depends on the proximity of the defender. In this particular case, the defender is fairly close to the attacker and is beginning to approach. And in that particular case, the central midfield player, yes, As the ball's played in, the ball is played into the feet of the flank player. So the first visual cue, defender fairly close, closing down the attacker, play the ball into feet. Let's play the ball back to the central midfield player. The second scenario, the defender is pushed off quite a bit. Maybe he's been in a supporting position. And this time, rather than pass the ball into feet, the visual cue is the defender is laid off, and so the ball is passed into the space. Great. Terrific. And now the flank player can receive the ball in motion, attack the defender, and hopefully beat him on a dribble. And that is the NSCAA coaching tip of the week.
I'm here to present the NSCAA tip of the week, which is the sole of the foot turn. This is one of the important turns to have some repetitive practice on to get out of pressure with possession of the ball. Basically, as you're coming into an area of congestion, we're going to step next to the ball, put our right foot on the ball, pull it back, second touch, pushing it before we put our foot down, and then exploding into the area away from pressure. What's important with the plant foot is key is that you're pivoting on the plant foot. So with the pull back on the right foot, the left foot is pivoting. So again, we can push the touch forward and get out of pressure quickly. The guys will show it here at about 75%. All set? Here we go. We'll go right foot. Here we go. Pull it back. Okay, and hold. A typical error that players make when they first start practicing it, one of two things happen. Either, can I have your ball, sir? Either we'll turn our back to the ball, they'll pull it back, turn their back to the ball. None of these guys did that. That's terrific. The second mistake players often make is that when they roll it back, they don't take the second touch on the ball and they leave it out there. What I'd like you guys to do is tighten it up. I'd like you to be able to pull it back and make a second touch on the ball to start your movement in the direction you want to go. All right, here we go. Excellent. That second touch can be with the laces or the inside of the foot. Good, and let's go left foot. And let's change our pace out of there. Let's get in, and let's get out. Last one. One more. Terrific. The sole of the foot turn is one of the ways players can get themselves out of pressure and keep possession of the ball. And that is the NSCAA tip of the week.
I'm working with these young players here on receiving the ball when you're under pressure. This is a very important skill, especially for midfield players and forwards. And what I'm going to try and show them is the importance of, first and foremost, let me have the ball please, son, is the importance of trying to show at an angle sideways on. And so, for example, rather than come straight to the ball if I have a player on my back, rather than come straight to the ball, is to try and come over here at an angle, hang on a sec, which gets me turned sideways on, and now I can see where my opposing player is, like, peripherally. If he's really, really close to me, I'm going to signal for the ball to be played to my back foot. The ball's played to my back foot. If he gets close, I play the ball back to my teammate, and now he plays me through. So that's one way of receiving the ball and getting behind the defender. Another way of getting behind the defender is as I move over here, I see he's tight on me, I ask the ball to be played for the back foot, and then I do a step over and I move away in that type of direction there. And then the third and final way is if he's really, really, really tight, the ball's played here, is to play the ball around him and go and get the ball for myself. It's called passing the ball to yourself, something the Dutch are very, very good at. So those three moves, see if you can do them with no opposition. First one is a double pass with your partner. Second one is a step over. And the third one, you pass the ball to yourself and spin. See how you do. Play, play. Go at an angle. Play the ball back, slow down a wee bit. Don't forget the step over move. Very nice. Very nice. And don't forget the pass to yourself. Clip it. Pass to yourself. Very, very good. Well done. Very good, boys. Excellent. The key is for our players to learn how to receive the ball under pressure. in practice, we need to pass the ball to players who are under pressure, not always pass the ball to players who are open. So we need exercises where the player passes the ball specifically to a player who's under pressure. Otherwise, our players are never going to get to learn how to receive the ball under pressure. That's our NSCAA coaching tip.
Hi, this is Mark Francis, NSCAA staff coach, here to present this week's soccer coaching tip of the week. Okay, girls, we're doing turning away from pressure. In order to be able to turn away from the pressure, the first thing we have to be aware of is where the pressure is coming from. So we want the player to receive the ball sideways, side on, so they can see forward and feel the pressure coming forward. As the ball's coming in, slow ball coming in, as the defender's closing down, the first touch is taken with the outside of the foot. The left arm is right, the outside arm is raised so she can see the pressure, where the pressure's coming from. If the pressure comes from the front of the player, this player is able to put the foot on the ball and spin away from pressure. Let's back it up again. Alternatively, ball coming in, first touch away from pressure. If she's feeling where the pressure's coming from. If the pressure's coming from this side, she can turn easily forward and break away from the pressure. Okay, let's see this in action at game speed. And again. Thanks, girls. And that was this week's NSCAA soccer coaching tip of the week.
Hello, my name is Kendall Reyes with the NSCAA National Staff, bringing you this week's NSCAA soccer tip of the week. Today's tip will be when to take a long touch and when to take a short touch when receiving the ball. Okay guys, let's go. Okay, so with our topic today, we want to be able to recognize how much space is available as we receive the ball. The more space that we have ahead of us, we want to take the big touch so we can attack at speed. If the space is closed down quickly by the defender, then we want to take the small touch. Okay, ready and play here. All right, and freeze. Here we go. That's not bad. Bring it back. But I feel like the defender is a little bit too close to you, so you want to make that touch a little smaller. Again, recognize how much space do you have with pressure from the defender. So in that case, he's within 4 yards from you. Make it a small one. If he's bigger than 4 or 5 yards, then it's got to be a big one. Okay? Ready and play. Good, and we go at him. Well done. Knock it back. All right, I want to see the defender close a little faster so that we can really get a tight touch. Ready and play. Good, right into your feet. That's well done. Let's do it one more time. Make sure we understand the difference with the spacing. Again, if there's a huge space, drop off from me, defender. Then we want a big touch. When it's tight space, we want a small touch. Ready and play. Good, way to go at him. Nice big touch. There's a good 5 yards between you and him. That's well done. And that is our NSCAA soccer tip of the week.
The NSCAA tip is going to be on communication between players. In soccer, we don't have a semaphore system, and like American football, we don't have certain patterns that we run, but by what we call our visual cues, players communicate with each other where they want the ball passed, how hard they want the ball passed, where they're going to run, etc. So this is just a simple kind of a warm-up. I have 5 players in a circle. Boys, just get a nice circle if you would, nice big circle. The 5 players, 3 players on the inside. So let's have somebody come on over this side over here. Fantastic. And everybody go back 10 yards. Everybody go back 10 yards. Good. Even further. Big circle, big circle, big circle. Let me have a ball, please. Yep. Yeah, you 2 folks just come out of the way if you don't mind, please, fellas. Good. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to play the ball to the player on the outside of the circle. He's going to take a couple of touches. Then, hang on a sec, I'm going to come over at an angle and I'm going to ask for the ball to be played to my front foot. Okay? And then I might play the ball over here, come over at an angle, ask the ball to be played to my front foot. Just wait, take a couple of touches. There, hold it. At an angle, play the ball to the front foot. Go back just a wee bit more than that. So you're actually telling the player where you want the ball passed to. In this particular scenario, you're able to get to an angle, look over your shoulder. You can see there's nobody following you, so you're asked to play the ball to the front foot, and now you can go forward. Get the idea? All right then, terrific, good. Come in if you would. Let's see how you do. Off we go. Slow down. Don't forget to look over your shoulder. Don't forget to look over your shoulder. Look over your shoulder, son. Good. And hold it right there. Now the purpose of coming at an angle, let me take your place, is so that if I come straight on and ask for the ball here, if I'm going in that direction, I'm facing the wrong way. So you want to try and get the players at an angle so that they can get half turned and see where the opposition is coming from. And so the idea of actually coming at an angle and then showing which foot you'd like the ball passed to is a very, very good habit to have, especially for midfield players and forwards. And that's our NSCAA coaching tip. Our coaching tip of the week is defensive heading. We're looking at the central defender who is playing up against a fairly big centre forward. Considerations for the defender, first and foremost, to read the flight of the ball. An awful lot of players at in the back line will react to the ball about to be served and they come forward too early. The ball ends up going over their head. So the first thing that the back has to read is the flight of the ball, the height of the ball, and the speed of the ball. Having done that, it is sometimes good policy to try and drop off the centre forward because the centre back needs a bit of a run-up so that he can get a higher trajectory than the centre forward. So he backs off a bit as the ball's about to be served, and as the ball is served, now he judges it and he goes forward to for the header, and that's terrific. And the third and final consideration for any centre back is to try and jump a little bit earlier before the centre forward jumps, because when he does that, he's already up in the air and the centre forward jumps, just serve the ball in again. As the centre forward jumps, he's liable to jump into the centre back, and that's a terrific header. So defensive heading, very important consideration obviously for central defenders, and that's our coaching tip of the week.
Today's tip would be defending heading for distance. And the important things here that we're doing, we'll start with a little toss for our defender. Make sure that we get in the line of the flight of the ball. We want to make contact with the bottom half, heading up and away for distance. Make sure that we attack the ball at the highest point. Ready? Play. Wonderful, there we go. All right, next, there we go. Okay, and make sure that when we get up that we do arch our back so we can generate some power and then snap off, knocking the ball forward. Very good. And next one. All right, okay, good. Hold for a second. It's important that for you, sometimes you're turning your body slightly to the side. I want you to try to stay square, in line with the ball, arch, and then snap, okay? All right? Let him go again, let him go again. Ready? And play. Okay, that's good. All right, wonderful. Let's get the cones up. We're gonna move on to serving the ball in. Again, my defenders will start at the back of the arc there. What I would like to do is have an attacker sitting out here, just at an angle. So your goal is to be able to head it away, at distance, get it up and out to our attacker. Excellent. He's up in the line of the flight to the ball, headed away into the target. Very well done. And that is our NSCAA soccer tip of the week.
This week's tip is striking a ball rolling towards you. As the ball's rolling towards you, we want to get our non-kicking foot slightly ahead of where it would normally be when we're striking a ball. We want to get our weight forward, our knee over the ball, striking the ball with our laces through the middle of the ball with a limited follow-through, not a full follow-through, in order to keep the ball down. We'll have the boys show us how to do it. The main objective here is to keep the ball on frame. Okay, boys, back to behind the goal. Let's shoot towards goal. And go. And hold it. Back up that one. Connor, your body weight is slightly back. That's getting a lot of backspin on the ball, getting it higher. Keep the body weight a little bit more forward, just a little bit more follow through too. Go. And that is this week's NSCAA coaching tip of the week.
And today's tip involves technique of half volleys. All right, ladies, here we go. Let's knock the ball back and forth. Just drop it from your hands. Keep your toe down and your ankle locked and come through with your hip, okay? Good. Now, one of the things that we want to be able to see as you drop this ball, make sure that your hips are behind the ball, okay? And that with your knee coming through it, you're really going to move your whole leg as one unit as you come through this ball. So, but your hips have to start behind the ball. So try that again. Better, better. Good. Excellent. Let's have you guys back up here now. And what you'll do is you'll play me a ball. Go ahead, you can chip a ball, and then you'll run up. Let's come this way just a bit. Chip or pass it to me, and then I'm gonna throw the ball up in the air. Good. Go ahead. And come through. Well done. Way to come through the ball. And again. Good. So here's one of the things. As we step, let me see the ball there. Come again. As we come through the ball, you have to make sure the timing is such that you're catching the ball right as it comes off the ground so that you can drive through the ball and keep your knee and your hips coming through it. Does that make sense? If the ball starts to come up too high, as you see, it's going to project upwards. So let's try that again. Ready? Better, much better. So the technique of half volleys, being able to keep your toe down, your ankle locked, coming through it in one motion right as the ball skips off the grass. That's our NSCAA tip of the day.
Hi, my name is Ken White, NSCAA National Staff Coach, and today's NSCAA Coaching Tip of the Week is the goalkeeper dealing with the most difficult save, balls that bounce right close to the body. Normally when the ball comes, okay, I'm gonna have you move to your right, don't dive, just come collect the ball. That's a routine save, no problem there at all, pretty simple, okay? However, when balls come in that are close to your body now and bounce in front of you, you've got to make, all right, a different adjustment of your hands. Ready? There we go. Good job. And we get up. Here we go. Oh, good job. All right. Up again. Here we go. That's good. All right. Same side again. There we go. That's a good save. Okay. All right. When the goalkeeper has to make a save outside of his body, it's more of a potential scoop save, which is, sometimes a difficult one to make. The one we just illustrated to you was where the goalkeeper actually traps the ball on the ground as his body gets behind him, in other words, secondary cover. And that is probably the most difficult save that a goalkeeper needs to make. And that was the NSCAA Coaching Tip of the Week.
Hello, I'm George Perry, National Soccer Coaches of Association of America National Staff Coach. And our coaching tip for the day is the drop kick. We're going to be using CJ here as our goalkeeper. CJ's going to start here. We want to start kind of close to the goal because initially we want to get a lot of repetitions where we're not going to have to shag a lot of balls. So CJ just angle towards the middle of the goal, step up, have a drop kick, and let's see how it looks. Good, okay, and bring it back here. Here we go, bring it right back. Back here doing the same thing. Again, one of the things we want to look for as he drops, he's going to be dropping the ball with his right hand, being a right-footed kicker. He likes that. Now sometimes when you see the ball go off to the left like it's happening right now, come on back here again, please. Now let's drop it with your left hand. Just hold it with your left hand and just release it with your left hand. And now you're going to see the ball start to go a little bit faster and straighter, because the ball is more in line with the way the foot is going to go through the ball. And you see, as he lands on his striking foot, as he strikes through the ball, he's going to have more power and distance. Here we go. And he goes from there, all right? And so now, stay right there on the goal line for me, please. Okay, leave the ball there. I've taken a shot. He's going to collect it. He's going to step up, and he's going to have a drop kick out to his target players out front, okay? Now that one stayed low because he hit the top half of the ball. So we want to keep your head down, focused on the ball, and come up through the bottom of the ball as you strike through the ball. Very good. And so with our drop kick for our goalkeeper, we want to make sure that he's using the opposite hand. He strikes through the bottom half of the ball, lands on his striking foot, and he continues the ball on through. And that is our NSCAA coaching tip of the day. CJ and I are just going to to warm up a little bit. We're just going to kind of bowl the ball back and forth, okay, as we attack it. And the idea here, as we distribute, we get down low because we don't want a ball to be bouncing in to our players that are receiving the ball. Bowl it back to me so I can have a nice clean touch as a field player as we keep going. So we kind of get low, keep the ball bowling nice and easy, right? And we're set from there. Okay, with our first activity, Haley's just going to put a ball on goal. We have two defenders. Come on in here to the middle a little bit more, both ladies. They come in, they're going to go wide, and then CJ's going to bowl the ball out, and they'll just finish up with the distribution up front. Okay, come back in, defenders come back in again, because again, we always want players executing it the way we would in the gate. Come in tighter, ladies. Okay, have a shot right to him. To him, come on, Haley. This one's not for you, this one's for CJ. Here we go. And now we get wide, get low, give a nice bowl. And so our technique today, goalkeepers distributing the ball through bowling, is going to send the ball to our attacking player so they can have a positive first touch, and so we can initiate our attack from there. And that is our NSCAA coaching tip of the week. We're here for the NSCAA coaching tip of the week, how to include your goalkeeper into your training session. All right, guys, let's set up. Orange and yellow are going to play keep away from the blue team that's in the middle. Goalkeeper's in the middle and can use his hands when he's on defense. Play. So the three in the middle are trying to win the ball. The goalkeeper can put them under pressure. Now they win it. Now they're on the outside. Now the goalkeeper must use his feet. Okay, yellow's still in. Bring a new ball in. Yellow's still on D. Goalkeeper's on the outside. There we go. The goalkeeper must be using his feet now. We need to train our goalkeepers to use their feet in the game. Good, now blue's on defense because they lost the ball. Now the goalkeeper can use his hands. See, it goes down and he tries to win that ball. And that is our NSCAA coaching tip of the week. Today our coaching tip will be having the goalkeeper dealing with the ball out wide and then coming into the near post space. We're going to start out with the ball is out wide. CJ is our keeper here. And as the ball's out wide, he's going to drop back to the goal. And then as it comes in closer, he's going to come towards it and be ready to make the save, and really protecting a second goal, which would be from the near post to approximately where I'm standing right now. And that's what we want you to be working on and going from there. Okay? So let's send the ball all the way back to the top. Gabby's going to get back in the middle there. The ball's up top. CJ's in the middle. Ladies, we're live. Here we go. The ball's going to go out wide. Drop back to me. Drop back to me. Now start to go towards the ball and look to make the play. Good, and we have our defenders and clear it out, always clear it out, and keeper, same thing. When the defense wins the ball, tell them to clear, and everybody steps up. Okay, so now we start back here for our starting position, CJ. Good, and even go wider, longer. Gabby, there you go. Now go tour, go tour, go tour, set. There we go. Be ready, position, and then as soon as it goes by, as soon as you get here, and if that ball goes by you, drop step and get back into here, into position to where the next ball is going to be coming from, okay? So we start with the ball on top. We drop back to me. Attack end, come towards the goal, step to her, set your feet. Good, and come. Come back into the middle. Be ready for a shot. Good, and clear it out. Good. And so we want to watch our goalkeeper's movement from the very beginning. When the ball's on top, to when it comes wide, he starts middle, comes out in front of the second goal from the near post, out to the 6-yard box, ready to make his save. And then if the ball gets passed, he's got to drop and get back into good position. And that is our NSCAA coaching tip of the week.
Hi there, Bob Gensler of the NSCAA staff. Our tip of the week, a little bit of a double pass. All right, guys, let's go. 2s, let's go, let's go. 3s, pop. Nobody stands, nobody stands. The distance is all right. Ping it, roll off of it. Are you sprinting? Are you sprinting? Yes, yes, and through. I like it, Blues. I like it, Blues. Get your distances right, Green. Get your distances right. Get your distances right. And through. Marvelous. I like it. You're my favorite player, at least for right now. Yes. Come, come. Not all accelerations are the same, are they, my men in blue? And well done. You guys are marvelous. That was our tip of the week, right? Double passes. A lot of little things to remember, right? It's 3 one-touch passes. For young players, sometimes I say it's up, square, diagonal. The first pass is up, square, diagonal. That should get you behind the defense and hopefully get you a rip-at goal. And what we're going to try to do is a little bit of combination play, and the first element here is the takeover. Takeovers, and then I'll let you know about the fake takeovers. Let's go. Everybody moving. Find every blade of grass. Take over. Right foot, the right foot. Left foot, the left foot. Or it's plastic surgery. And move off the ball. Change of speed, please. Every once in a while, my young friends, put in a fake takeover. The man on the ball is in charge. It's all about seeing it. The man on the ball is in charge. The man off the ball, or man off the ball, he looks to give them options. And find them. Find them. On that fake takeover, find them. Yes, yes. And good, and hold. Certainly the warm-up stage of little midfield means of combining the takeover or the fake takeover.
Today's NSCAA coaching tip is the overlap. So we're gonna get started here. We're gonna play a little 2v1, and we'll be coaching the overlapping play. Okay, here we go, ladies. All right, Kel, send that ball in for me, please. Here we go.
Yeah, hold it.
Good.
Yeah, hold it.
Good. And freeze, please. Freeze, freeze. So there's a couple implications here of this play. The first one is the first attacker taking a touch towards the defender centrally. Okay, when that happens and the defender commits to that, if we could play back here just a little bit, please. Ball back here. Good. And if you go back over where you were, Taylor. Good. So this was on, which is good. But what I would have liked to have seen is if you could have held the ball just a little bit longer till she's as close as we can get her. We've taken her completely out of the play, and then we play the ball back to Taylor. So go on, Taylor, make that run. Good. And now it's on. Ooh. Okay, and it's got to be a forward pass. It's got to be a forward pass. So we're going to start the ball back with Kelsey. We're going to do this one again, please. Exactly as it happened. Good communication there, Taylor, asking her to hold it. Here we go. Good. Good. Go on. Make her commit.
Yeah, hold it. Here, ball.
And go play. Good. Good. Okay. And back to your positions, please. Okay. Now, if the defender chooses, okay, not to commit to this player, if she's smart, okay, then the first attacker with the ball can keep the ball and go to the gates. So my supporting attacker needs to read if the overlap is on based on the cues with the player with the ball. Has she committed the defender, and is the defender committing to her, or is she being patient and playing both of them? So here we go, one more time. Here we go, at pace. Yep, go on.
Yeah, hold it. Yeah, ball.
And finish that. Good. Well done, ladies. Fantastic. And that is today's NSCAA coaching tip.
Today's tip involves angles of approach. So we've got a 2v2 game going on here with goals in the corners, and we're going to look at how we approach the ball in a defensive nature. All right, ready, ladies? Play. Good, and come back to your areas again. So what's the first thing that has to happen when you are going to play defense? Pressure, but there's also something that has to happen even before then. Communication, right? So the person who's going to pressure has to tell the other person they've got the ball, and now you have to be aware of what as you pressure? Where the goal is, okay? So if Jenna's got the ball, come on out. Who's going to be the person that's pressuring the ball? Okay, so what do you have to say?
I got ball.
Right, I got ball. And now as you approach, where's your goal? Right, so where do we want to force the ball? Exactly. So as you come, make sure that we're taking the goal away first and forcing the ball into this space. This allows your support defender to play off of you at a better angle. And now as Jenna starts to go into that area, what does that angle of approach help us do? It creates a double team, doesn't it? All right, let's go back to where you were. I'll start the ball again. Are you ready? Here we go.
I got ball.
Good, good. Keep it there, keep it there. Well done, excellent. All right, back to your areas. See that angle of approach cut off her support attacker. Here we go. Good, nice and loud, nice and loud. Good effort.
Keep it wide, keep it wide.
Good, good. Can we double team right there? Excellent. That was great defense in that sense. Well done, ladies. Okay. Thank you very much. So that's our tip of the day. Angles of approach. How do we approach the ball so that we can keep the ball in a specific area of the field away from our goal to create double teams whenever possible?
Today's NSCAA tip will be closing an attacker from the front. Okay, guys, let's go. Okay, so let me get the attacker out in the center here, one at a time. Just one in the center at a time, just at the start of the line, just start of the cone. All right, and we're going to play a ball in, and as you go, we close. There we go. All right, that's good stuff. Just knock it back again. Want to remember with this here is as we play the ball in, we want to go as quickly as we can, close the space down. All right, and about 5 yards in, we shorten our steps, lower our center of gravity, and make sure we also put an angle to where we want the player to go. Okay, ready? Play. Good, well done. Let's go again. All right, and as we close, remember when we shorten our steps and then keep them moving and we stay in a good posture with a low center of gravity. All right, ready? Play. Good, keep those feet moving. There we go. And well done. Thank you, gentlemen. Well done. Good. Okay, so our soccer tip of the week, when we're closing the player from front, we want to close quickly. About 5 yards in, we shorten our steps, lower our center of gravity, make sure that we channel the player to one direction where we make play predictable.
Hello, I'm George Perry, NSCAA National Staff Coach, here for the NSCAA Coaching Tip of the Week, denying the turn. All right, guys, let's get the 3 yellows over this way, other 2 defensive line over here, and a passing line. Yellow's going to try to turn the ball and score on this goal. Defenders, when they win the ball, try to score on that goal. Play. Ball gets played out. If possible, we deny the turn. Keep them there, keep them there, keep them there now. Always play through. Out of bounds, good. Next ball in. Try to get up there. No turn. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Keep him here. Keep him here. Keep him here. Oh, don't reach. Stop, stop, stop. Stand still. Come on back here. Good. Instead of reaching, try to cut right back towards the goal and don't let him turn. So as he gets that turn on you right here, all right, here we go. As he starts to turn on you from here, go straight to the goal first and then denies ability to turn all the way in, okay? Ball here with me. Here we go. Just as it steps out here, touch it, and then cut him off to the goal. Here we go. Good, keep him there, keep him there. Come on, yes, close him, and good, out of bounds. Good, good defending. One more time, here we go. Get up a little bit closer. Good, stay low, stay low, stay low. There you go, good. And again. Get to him, close him down, no turn, no turn. Keep him here, keep him here, keep him here, keep him here, keep low. That's it, and win it, and then score. Very good. And that is our NSCAA coaching tip of the week.
Hello, my name is Teresa Echtemeyer, staff coach with the National Soccer Coaches Association of America. Today's NSCAA coaching tip is poke tackling. So, Kelsey, if you could just serve the ball out to Leslie for me, and we go. Good, good, nice, and stop, stand still. So if you notice, our defender flew out at the attacker, and as she got closer, she slowed down. Come on over here. Good, come on over here. Ball back to Leslie. She waited for her to get the ball off of her foot, and then she used, okay, her back foot to come across and win the ball. Let's do it one more time. Good, she's patient. Keep moving. Good, and stop. So with the poke tackle, it's very important that you're patient, you keep your weight nice and light, not back on those back heels. After the ball comes off her foot, she wins it and pokes it away. That's today's NSCAA coaching tip. Today's NSCAA coaching tip is supporting defenders. So we will be in this grid, we'll be playing 2v2. The ball will come in from the server, and we'll be working with the two red players on defending. And we go. Good. And good, and stop, stop, stop. Ball back over here, ball back over here, okay? Be careful here, Leslie, because if she comes up here, step up there if you would, Ash. If she gets beat, go on and beat her, then you're out of position, okay? Ball back over there if you dribble back. So instead of standing flat here, if you could just drop off here, make sure you know where the goal is, because that's the most important thing. And if she does get beat, you can step in for the tackle, maybe right about here. Good. If she does play it over there, you're close enough, go on, play it there, you step there, and then Ashley drops back, okay? And I would like for you to, if you, instead of dropping back this way, ball back over here, okay? Okay, as it goes there, I want you to step back this way first, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so we're gonna start that all over again, please, Kels. And we go. Good. Fine, you're there, Les. Good, go on, go on. Good. Get closer. Okay, and one more time. So Ashley, again, don't get too far off of it. Be closer to Leslie when you're supporting. Last one. Here we go, defenders. Let's win this. Go on. Good, and stop. Well done, Red. And that's today's NSCAA coaching tip.
What we want to do here a little bit is play 3 against 3, emphasizing the defensive responsibilities. Okay? Here we go, ladies. Okay, and hold a second. Okay? Take the ball, please. Okay? Okay. You said step. Can you give the name as well? Okay? And now, if she steps and she steps this way, what can happen? She can pass there, or she can disgrace me here. Right? So what do you have to, this is what I meant by precise before, right? What do you have to say in addition? Her name, push it wide, right? And your approach is how? Show me. Exactly. Huh? Simple things perfectly every time, some old man told me one time, right? Simple things. And playing defense is rather simple. You got to be willing, but you've got to also use the old noggin, okay? And play. Hup. I like it, I like it, I like it, I got it, I got it. And play, and play, and play. I don't hear you, Reds. Stop, okay? And what did you say? Perfect, right? Perfect. And coaches, we got to catch them sometimes doing things right. That was perfect. Kelsey, step, and you didn't insult her. It was perfect, okay? And Offensively, you're always looking to do it early. That's why sometimes I put the objective on, it's got to be one touch, or you got to dribble it through, right? But defensively, we're doing a good job, all right? And play, hup. I don't hear you. Yeah, all you need to rehearse playing good defense is 3 people, right? The pressure, the cover, and the balancing factor. And these young ladies are doing a reasonable job. I like to increase the numbers quite quickly, right? But I try to remind them, as the ball rolls, your responsibility can change. And communication is not an option. Our players, by and large, talk too much on offense and not enough on defense. The information has to come early, it's got to be precise, and it's got to be confident and inspiring. Have fun with it.
Today's NSCAA coaching tip is the use of neutral players in small-sided games in your training. Today we're going to have neutral players back behind the goal lines, and we'll be using them as forward targets and as support players in behind. All right, hey, here we go. Good. 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 Fine. Okay, so we're going to start with the ball in here. I love that you quickly countered. You went forward as quickly as you can. Don't forget, you can use these back players, and they're not going to use you, Kelsey, unless you do what? There we go. So you have to ask for the ball. You're playing to blue. Here we go. And you can move a little bit there too, Kelsey. Great one touch. I like it. Way to pressure on that. Here we go. You're going to play yellow, please. Okay, and stop. That is out of bounds, so we will play that back to blue. Actually, Kelsey, I like your recognition of wanting to play forward, but make sure instead of turning this way, you get your body facing where you wanted the ball to go. All right, go ahead and play the ball to blue. They want it. A little bit more dynamic there, Kelsey. Okay, and stop. Gabby, I think it's great that you found that ball, but I think there was an easier pass that we could have played as you came in here with the way your body was. Come on over here. Kelsey, again, I would love for you to go ahead and ask for that ball. Okay, instead of forcing that ball in here the way you return, go ahead and play the ball back in here and then get out of it. Go on, get out of it. Play the ball to Haley. Good, good, and we go. Here we go. Yep. Good. Good, turn. Okay, it's back to yellow. Here we go, yellow. Can we look forward? Can we look forward? Can we look forward? Good, and player? Good. Well done, yellow, good work. So that is today's NSCAA coaching tip, how you can utilize plus players in your training session. Today we were especially looking to play forward penetrating touches for our players to recognize when those were on, and then laying the ball back and finishing.
We're here for the NSCAA coaching tip of the week, 3v3+1, training the central midfield player. All right, guys, let's get ready to play. Yellows will be defending here, blues down here. Patrick in orange is going to be our neutral player. Okay, he'll be playing on whichever team has the ball. And play. We want to see if we can train our central midfielders to show properly for the ball, find ways of getting the ball at his feet, and incorporating the other players into the game. We'll usually a fairly deceptive player, skillful on the ball, and recognize how to play. Here we go, right away. Good, and now we open, and stop, stand still, good. Okay, blue, if you'll just take a couple steps backwards. We're seeing Pat doing a real nice job of showing angled on to the ball so he can see the ball and see the other players on the field that he can hopefully combine with and get involved in the game. So he opens up, he gets the ball, and now he can play and see the game. Okay, hold up, play the ball back. Pat, stay right here. Show like you did before. Show back along the touch, and play. Here we go. Good, and we get a nice strike on goal. Stop, stand still. And that is this week's NSCAA coaching tip of the week.
Today's NSCAA coaching tip is the use of neutral players in training. Using neutral players especially gives you opportunities in attack for recognition of going with speed, combination play, and hopefully getting a good opportunity on goal. Okay? So here we go. Good. Good, good, Gabs. That's fine. Shoot. Here, I got it. I got it. Good, and? Okay, and stop. Even better if you finish that the first time. Even better if you finish that the first time. If I can give this ball right here to Gabby. And Kelsey, if you would come back in here just a little bit. Good, good. So actually, Haley, play the ball to Gabby. Good, Gabby, you're gonna one touch it over here. Good, and look for the goal. You were standing to your left a little bit, Kels. Good. First touch next time. We're gonna start it back here, okay? Hold there for a minute, and we go. It's live on Kelsey's touch. Good, good. All right, and we play. Go, yellow. Okay, that's fine. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, and hold the ball, please. Hold the ball. So instead of always looking for this short pass here, okay, there's a huge passing lane, and I feel like we're always playing this ball in here. So we've got a great split going on here. So if you hold here, okay, and you guys get this eye contact, you see her looking there, you make this run in here, and we're in. Poor defending. We know better, but we're going to go with this. Here we go. Play. Yep. Good. Fine. And we go yellow. Come on, quickly, quickly. This needs to be quicker, ladies. Good. Good. Okay, increase the quality of passes. Good, and we're out of it. Yes. Awesome. Last one. Last one. Good, way to get high, get in behind them, Gabby. I like that. Good. There she is. Fine, fine. Good work, ladies. And that is today's NSCAA coaching tip.
And today's tip is about working the ball out of the back third into the midfield third while changing the point of attack, utilizing our two center mids. So we'll start with the ball with our goalkeeper. All right, find one of your outside backs. Good. Prepare the ball, check in, lay it off, and we switch the point of attack. Good. Well done, ladies. Now, let's start from the beginning. Keeper, grab a ball. Make sure that your angle of approach is, or angle of support is such that you can get the ball back where you can see the other side of the field. Okay, let's go to the other side. Prepare it. Good. And out the other side. Well done. And that supporting angle is really important to be able to switch the point of attack fast so we can maximize that space in that area. Let's go one more time. Open up. Good, she prepares it, check in, hold your support, and out the other way. Well done, ladies. And that is our NSCAA tip of the day. Working the ball from the midfield, out of the back third, into the midfield third, changing the point of attack using our two center mids, and bringing our weak side back into the play.
This week's coaching tip is the purpose of having two touch restrictions when we play small-sided games. Play. And stop. Freeze. Let's rewind that back there, please, with that ball into Connor. Back to there, Brandon, quickly. Facing that way, Connor, as you were. First touch came into Connor. Where'd your first touch go? It went straight, it went between your legs. He needed a second touch to get it out of there before he could play. The reason we do two-touch activities is to concentrate so that the players can concentrate on their first touch so that they can play with the best possible options their second touch. Play that ball into Connor again. 1, 2, and by turning this way, he's able to see all his teammates and the goal. Start from there. Do it one more time and keep playing. Play. And stop. Back here. Jacob, you're going to play that ball to Ashton again. Ashton, hold, before you do, Ashton has his body face this way. His first touch goes straight back, take it with your right foot, and takes his first touch there. If he concentrates and takes an extra step here, take your first touch with your left, control it. It still allows him to return to where he sent the ball in the first place, but it also gives him the additional option of looking towards the goal and perhaps playing to Connor. That is this week's NSCAA Coaching Tip of the Week.
And today's tip of the week is how do we deal with numbers up situations? I'm going to pay attention to the red-clad young men to see how they, on the offensive side, use their numbers, on the defensive side, use their numbers. Okay, guys, let's go. Hup. Looks a little too tight. And play, goalkeeper, and play. First pass is free. First pass is free. And play. And play. Grab a ball there, center mid, and play. And hold a second, and hold a second. Okay, now we want it as wide as possible and as deep as possible. Can you give me a better position? Better said, can you give him a better position? Can you give him a better position? Right? Boom, boom. Now we got it, right? So it's this way and this way. We're making them big. I have asked these young men here because they're good players with the ball to be two-touch. The wide players can dribble as you would in the game. When you see 3 against you and there's 5 of you, the idea is to move the ball quickly and realize a chance quickly. All right? Play. Hup. Back is square. Be back is square. Well done, well done. I like it. Play. Hup. Time out, time out, time out. Ball, please. Over here. What's the best pass you got? I think it's this one. Right? Did you look up? You got to see everybody all the time, right? And try to play it forward, right? Try to play. It's your responsibility not to be offside, right? So maybe you drag a little bit and boom and all of this. Look forward. For you to play possession when you see only 3 against you, that's not a prudent decision, all right? And play. Now it's off and now play something else. Yes, 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 yes. I like it, I like it. Move it, move it, move it. I like it. Good decision, good decision. We got an opportunity. Throw it to people who can see. Yes, quickly, swing it, swing it. Yes, yes. Next time, wide. Go wide, okay? This was today's tip of the week. When we're numbers up, how the 5 behave offensively and defensively.
Working with these young players, 14 and 15-year-old, on a transition exercise, which we would call an economical exercise insofar as it has a technical component, a tactical component, a psychological component, and a physical component. It's 2v2 to targets at the end, so when the players win the ball, they must play the ball down to the target to score a goal. Notice the field is quite narrow and long, which forces the players to play vertical as much as they possibly can. Now, I'll start the exercise. Let me have the ball, please, guys. Good. All right, then. And I'm going to give the ball to the blue players, and let's play. 1-0 for the blue. Well played. Reds have it. Play, play, play. Very nice. All right, Blues have it. Play. Just grab a ball from there. The Blues have it. Very nice. That's terrific stuff. And just hold it right there. That was well played. Very, very, and hold the ball. Hold it. Okay. Just bring the ball back in, please, fellas. Great run over there. So the key here is the mentality of transition. When a player wins the ball, the first thing the player is going to do is try and look at the target. When the player plays the ball into the target, either he can follow or his teammate can come in for a three-man combination. And this is what transition is all about. It's about winning the ball, looking forward, playing the ball forward as quickly as you can, and supporting the player from a deep position. So that is a transition exercise which I would encourage all coaches to use, 2 versus 2 with targets at the end, and that is the NSCAA tip of the day. Today we have a transition exercise, Reds versus Blues. It's 2 versus 2 with a target at the end who's a centre forward. The purpose of the target is to be a rebound player, to rebound the balls for the players coming through from the back. 4 major moments of soccer. Number 1, when your team has the ball. Number 2, when your team loses the ball. Number 3, when the opposition have the ball. And number 4, when the opposition team loses the ball. And when the opposition loses the ball or you lose the ball, is becoming a very important part of the game. And that's what we're trying to teach the players, is how to read those transition situations. Okay, Reds have it. Let's play. Can you hit the centre forward? Very nice. Very nice. Play from there, Blue. Play, play. Don't forget, try and hit your centre forward. Great ball. That's terrific. Fantastic. Great save. Play, play. I'll let you play. I'll let you play. I'll let you play. Good. Okay. Terrific. Can you hit the centre forward? Can you hit the centre forward? Can you hit the centre forward? Good try. Can you hit the centre forward? Okay, goalie, play another ball in right behind there. Play, play. Centre forward, give him a shout. Let them know that you're available. Great movement on the outside. Can you hit the centre forward? Well done. Terrific. Excellent. Well played, fellas. Well done. And relax. Transition play. One of the most important parts of the game is the transition play, and what these boys are doing is terrific stuff. They're winning the ball, they're looking at the centre forward, getting the ball into the centre forward, and then they're supporting from deep positions, which is exactly what counter-attacking is all about. So I hope this exercise is helpful to you. The boys did a terrific job, and that's the NSCAA coaching tip of the week. What we're going to do today for our NSCAA coaching tip is just show some shadow play movement. Shadow play is important for a coach to have an understanding and to be able to get that understanding across to the players of how to move into situations where they can get into areas of the field where they can cross. We have a right back, we have a right flank player, and we have a right centre, and we have a centre forward, and we're going to go through 4 different patterns to try and help the players get an idea of different ways of combining with each other. So I begin with the ball. I play the ball over to the right back. Right back plays the ball to the right flank player dribbles to the centre forward, and there's a 1-2 pass. And the right flank player is in a crossing position. So that's option number 1. Option number 2, going with the blue group, is the coach plays the ball into the right back plays the ball to the right flank player dribbles inside, the right back goes on an overlap, and the right flank player reverse passes, once again getting the right back into a crossing position. Ball's into the right back plays the ball to the right flank player who hits the centre forward hits the overlapping player. Bingo, good, well done. Okay, so there's 3 right there, and let's try and do this final one with the red team. And here is a situation where the right back gets the ball. All right, good. This time goes right to the centre forward. The right flank player comes across the front. The ball is played in, and then reverse pass back to the bending centre forward who gets into a crossing area. Players are creative when they have structure. Creativity doesn't come from a vacuum. And by inculcating some of these movements with the players, we show them some of the basic ideas of combination play out on the flank. And that is our NSCAA coaching tip.